My name is Elijah Cooper. I play Leroy in A Million Eyes. Leroy is a shy kid and he has a broken camera. He finds beauty in the things that normal people wouldn't. And since he has that broken camera, he can't capture those things. He doesn't know how to express those feelings to others since he's so introverted. It becomes a struggle for him. He starts doing things like even behind people's backs, like going to the store and trying to, cut out the pictures because he finds such an interest in this, but he doesn't know how to tell people that he does. And he meets Fern. Fern brings so much guidance in his path in photography, and he's able to help Leroy learn about all the fundamentals and the things that he needs to know to be able to go out and shoot film in the world. I feel like Leroy is a character that people are in real life. There are a lot more people than you think there are that are actually Leroy in their hearts, and there needs to be a sense of comfort for other people that aren't necessarily comfortable with themselves, and they need to know that you don't have to be anybody else. You can be yourself, just like Leroy was himself in the midst of all what was going on in his life. Being on set was an amazing experience. I was able to connect with so many people. Everybody was so supportive and so nice, and I just appreciate everyone who was there for me when I needed to talk to someone. Also, there are people alongside you every day who are willing to support you and help you, and that's a great thing. Working with Richard Raymond was an amazing experience. I feel like if it wasn't for Richard, Leroy would have come out a totally different way. And it was perfect because, Leroy was his vision, and I really wanted to bring that vision to life. Working with Katie Lowes was one of the most enjoyable and amazing experiences I've ever had in my entire life. She is such a loving human being. She's always there for you. And when I was tired during the day, she would always greet me with a smile, and I just felt great being around her. Working with Joe Morton was quite the incredible experience. He has so much knowledge, and he was able to give me so much guidance in that one day that he was there, and I'm just glad I was able to work with him. My favorite scene to shoot, it was probably the biking scene where I go down the hill. I had never been on a bike that braked with the pedals, so that was quite the experience, but it was really fun going down the hill every time. The most challenging scene was the scene where I first meet Fern. It was such an intricate dolly shot, and I always had to be, one step behind the camera, and there was so much that went into it. It was a really hard scene to do. The scene where Amber was coming to the door when she was drunk, it was so hard. I had to get in the correct headspace, and I had to really become Leroy at that moment. I felt him and how he felt, and even how Amber felt behind the door. It was such a hard moment. Even after, I was, still sad because I was Leroy and I understood what he was going through. My mentor that has been most important in my life is my dad. Just seeing all the success he's had in life, wanting to measure up to that, even though I may not be able to in the moment, it just gives me such a drive to be a better person. And Katie Lowes, who worked with me on A Million Eyes, she has helped me in so many ways, especially being positive about doing work. I love acting. I absolutely love acting. But at sometimes, it can be a hard process. And she has just helped me, keep a smile on my face, even when times are hard. So I have anxiety. And that's also one of the reasons why I started, because acting is a great way to experience other people's lives, and that helps just being able to let it all go. And it has brought a lot of peace to my life because I'm able to put on the shoes of another person and understand their life more.